Hey, welcome back to Weather on the Go. We have the latest updates on this major winter storm moving across the central and the eastern US. So if you are new, make sure to subscribe to the channel, check back often for updates, like the video, give it a thumbs up down below, and share this video with friends, family, and social media. I definitely appreciate it. Let's look here at our current weather alerts across the United States, and there are a lot of them. We have blizzard warnings in orange that continue in central and eastern Kansas, parts of southeastern Nebraska, and into northwestern portions of Missouri, and this is where we could be seeing near whiteout conditions. In the pinks, stretching from Kansas, Nebraska east all the way to Delaware and southern Jersey, we have winter storm warnings in pink, where we're expecting a significant snow or ice accumulation in some of these areas, where we have more crippling ice in the purple or violet shaded color here in southeast Missouri. Southern Illinois or western Kentucky, those are ice storm warnings. And then in the lighter blues here, those are winter weather advisories. Further down to the south, we have a severe weather side. And in that yellow shaded color, that is a tornado watch that is in effect for the potential of some stronger tornadoes here. And we're going to get to that as well. So looking here at this afternoon, we got the winter storm side on the north. We got heavy snow breaking out, blizzard conditions from Kansas into northwest Missouri. Snowfall rates here still at around an inch or an inch and a half per hour, and very strong gusty winds. We could be seeing wind gusts over 35 miles per hour here. And that could cause some near whiteout conditions, especially when those snowfall rates are 1 inch to an inch and a half per hour. And that's really going to blow around the snowfall. Look at the visibility here in eastern Kansas, northwest Missouri, getting down to a quarter, half mile. And at times we could be seeing near whiteout conditions. So definitely take it easy if you do have to travel. And I would advise to not travel across this region here, at least through the afternoon, because conditions will be very, very bad. Looking at tonight, we have the ice storm continuing across southeast Missouri, southern Illinois, southern Indiana, and Kentucky there. That's where the more crippling and significant ice will continue to accumulate. Heavy snows breaking out now in the mid-Atlantic from southeast Ohio into West Virginia, into Maryland and northern Virginia here, where we could be seeing 1 to 2 inch per hour snow rates. Heavier rainfall and some severe weather on the southern side. Then as we go into Monday, we're going to see the back end of the system move across the mid-Atlantic and the Ohio Valley with some lighter snow on the backside, maybe some sleet mixed in. Rainfall further to the south across coastal Carolinas, Georgia, and North Florida. And then as we go into Monday night, we're going to wave goodbye to this winter storm, and we're going to be seeing the cleanup after this as well, as far as snowfall removal is concerned and the ice as well, and trying to melt that. Looking here at the snowfall accumulation through your Tuesday time frame on January 7th. This is additional snow on top of what we've already seen. We could be seeing additional 6 to 10 inches across a large chunk here of Kansas into northern Missouri and then down into south central Illinois, extending over into Indiana there. And the biggest ice accumulations to come are expected across southeast Missouri, southern Illinois, down here into Cape Girardeau area, into Carbondale, Evansville, Indiana, and even over toward Paducah in Kentucky. That's where we could see an additional quarter to half an inch of ice accumulation going through your Tuesday time frame. And then looking here at the snowfall across the Ohio Valley and the Mid-Atlantic, we're looking at a widespread 8 to 12 inches worth of snow. Some areas here in the Appalachians into West Virginia could be picking up over a foot of snow with this system, so definitely some heavy snow to go around, and some crippling ice across Kentucky, southern Ohio, West Virginia, and western Virginia, and some of that could even get into western North Carolina along the Smoky Mountains there, seeing around a quarter to half an inch of ice as we go through the Tuesday time frame. Looking at travel, as far as travel is concerned for today, major travel implications here across northeastern Kansas and into northern Missouri. That is mainly due to those blizzard-like conditions, those whiteout conditions that are concerned across those areas, and then more major and extreme travel impacts across portions there of the Ohio Valley, where that ice storm will be moving in throughout the day. Going into Monday, we have more of that minor to moderate travel disruptions, maybe some major travel disruptions in the major metropolitan hubs of Washington, D.C. and Baltimore, just because there's more people there and also because there are a lot of, it's just a bigger city in general. So we're seeing a lot of snow removal in those areas. So major travel disruptions throughout the Monday timeframe. Looking at the day one severe weather outlook from the Storm Prediction Center, there is an upgrade to an enhanced risk of severe weather. It continues across southeast Arkansas, northeastern portions of Louisiana, including Monroe, and also into west central Mississippi, including metro hub of Jackson, up into Greenville, and also into Natchez. And then we have a slight risk in yellow surrounding that as far north as Little Rock, Shreveport, Houston, Lake Charles, over to New Orleans. And then we have a marginal risk outside of that all the way up into western Tennessee, northeastern Arkansas, and as far east there as southwest Georgia. So we're going to be keeping an eye on that. The biggest risks that we're going to be keeping an eye on are those 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts, especially in these yellow and red shaded colors across the Arklamas region. Looking at a chance for a few strong tornadoes as well. That would be your EF2 or stronger variety across portions of the Monroe, Louisiana area, southeast Arkansas into Greenville, Natchez, and just west of the Jackson, Mississippi region. And then looking at a lower chance for hail throughout that could be over quarter size. So let's look at the timing with these storms. This afternoon, we're going to see a squall line move across portions of the Dixie Alley, and this is going to produce damaging winds, 60, 70 miles per hour, some spin up tornadoes. One or two of these tornadoes could be strong and longer tracked on the ground. That could be EF2 or stronger. And then as we go into this evening, we're going to slowly see this squall line weaken as it pushes east into Alabama, and then by the time it moves into the Atlanta metro area, back down here into Montgomery, these storms will be gusting out, and we're probably not seeing much of a severe risk, more of a heavy rainfall threat into early Monday morning. Let's look at the rainfall, because it is going to drop some torrential rain at times. With the squall line, could be seeing 1 to 2 inches worth of rain, maybe even higher than that, especially if you get a good rush of storms to come through, and a couple rounds of storms as well. And that could lead to some flash flooding down here, a marginal risk for flash flooding from Tennessee, the western Carolinas, all the way back down here into East Texas and Louisiana. Really where that squall line is moving, that is where we have that marginal risk of flash flooding through your Monday. Behind the storm system, we're watching for an Arctic air mass, and this is going to pull in a lot colder air into the central and eastern United States, temperatures that are 20 degrees below normal for the second week of January. And January is the coldest month across the United States as a whole. So you know it's cold when it's 20 degrees below normal here across the central and the eastern U.S. A second winter storm is advertised on the models as we go into later next week. The European model on Thursday shows a winter storm with snow, sleet, and freezing rain across portions of west and north Texas, southern Oklahoma here, and a big winter storm across the mid-Mississippi Valley by Friday, places like Little Rock, Memphis, up there toward Nashville. Then as we go into Saturday, more snow for Washington, D.C., perhaps up into the Pittsburgh area, Knoxville, all the way up there into Philadelphia, New York City as we go into Saturday. And then perhaps if the European model does verify by Sunday, a big nor'easter, 967 millibar low right off Cape Cod there, very heavy 2 to 3 inch per hour snow rates there from coastal Maine back down toward Boston. That would be a crippling snowstorm across portions of the northeast coast if this model did verify. And looking here at the placement of snow, it has it from North Texas all the way to the northeast with that nor'easter potential there on the European model, possibly printing out a couple of feet of snow for places like Boston, maybe up there towards Augusta, Maine. So we're keeping an eye on that between Thursday and Sunday later next week. In comparison, the GFS model on Thursday really doesn't have much happening, and the storm system way further south into Mexico. We have it coming together in the middle of the country, maybe some snow there into places like Florence or Huntsville on this model, up there into Nashville and Lexington again on Friday, and not as much snow on Saturday or Sunday with this system. And again, the GFS model is right now not agreeing with the European. So to take away from this, not a lot of agreement with this, a lot of disagreement right now. We're going to keep it updated on the latest track and the timing of the storm, as well as the snowfall and ice amounts and everything like that as we go in towards next week. But right now, again, the GFS really not showing much here. Things could change though. We'll keep you updated on that. But overall, the ensemble guidance, the probability of 1 inch or more of snow between now and Sunday, January 12th is pretty high up here in North Texas. We have about a 70-80% chance of an inch of snow or more, and that extends all the way up into Arkansas, northern Louisiana, northern Alabama and Mississippi, even North Georgia and the Carolinas seeing at least a 60, 70, 80% chance of an inch or more snow through your Sunday. And then look at this, folks. Look at North Texas here, seeing a 60 to 70% probability of 3 inches or more snow through your 12th time frame, and even the chance of a 6 inch or more snow. We're seeing a 40 to 50% odds there, a flip of a coin essentially essentially there in North Texas, which would include the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Paris, Texas, all the way up toward Texarkana, and even Little Rock. So we're keeping an eye on that as we go into later next week. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We'll keep you updated on the latest weather information. Also, like the video, give it a thumbs up, share this video with friends, family, and on social media, and I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their Sunday out there.